Alright, so look at picks. Most people don't like picking early, as you can see. I'll fast forward through that because, oh man. Alright. Oh, so this is ranked, okay. Oh yeah, this was ranked. My apologies, I mixed up my notes. So, in general, so this guy, first pick Lion. Lion's always a very safe first pick. Lion, you can always first pick Lion in any game and it'll do very well. I'd say, Undying is also a really strong first pick. Instead they get the Shadow Fiend, and it's also weird. I'm not sure if they're fighting over mid or if this guy wants the jungle or something like that, but I mean, whatever, right? It's a pub and this stuff happens. Alright. Okay, so, Titan is going off lane. I assume Sniper is probably mid or safe lane. Alright, and Lesh, yeah, Lesh is an incredibly strong mid nowadays. Everyone above 5k, including myself, is pretty much spamming this hero because it's really strong right now. That and like Quap and Storm, Bloodseeker, Lina, Gyro. Juggernaut's not bad right now. Yeah, alright, so they have Necro and Lion here. I'm not a huge fan of Necro support, but I mean, you do what you want, right? He actually might be... I'm not sure why he got Cetus level 1. That might have been a misclick, I'm not sure. Oh. Is in the bag. It's in the bag. Oh, is this guy mid and Lash is support? That's... okay, that's weird. Okay, so my team's got a courier, that's good, that's good, that's good. This guy got a ward pulled. Never start with a headdress first item. It's not worth, like, the 600 gold. Firstly, you have no tangos. So, headdress give you a constant, 3 HP regen. Tangos give you 11. And if you have 4 tangos, that's, like, I don't know, like, 11 regen for, like, what? A minute? Or something like that? For 90 gold compared to 600, right? Of course, this builds into mech. But you can usually get a lot more out of the lane with your regen items. Okay, so looking at the Disruptor. Items, I assume you got the courier, you got a ward. You may have bought this ward as well. I wasn't paying attention, I apologize. Strange to pick mids first. Yeah, it's actually really weird to pick mids first, because usually you don't like getting counterpicked. Sometimes you can bait them by like picking a Shadow Fiend and then sending it safe lane or something like that. But I mean It is what it is. Like, if you think you're so good that you can first pick mid and then win when they counterpick you, then good for you. Like, okay, you can do that. So some heroes like Leshrac, you're able to first pick mid, but some like really like some heroes are really easy to punish, like TA and Storm. Storm's but Storm, TA, Lina. Even Leshrac, because like Clockwork destroys Leshrac. So if you pick Leshrac first, they'll pick Clock and you'll get destroyed. And usually you want to give your mid like a pretty decent matchup, so you want them to pick like 3rd, 4th, maybe last. Yeah, you shouldn't have auto-attacked that. Alright, look at the Disruptor, sorry. So the Disruptor spent his gold quite well. I don't think you need the health pot in this kind of lane, because you know they're gonna have a solo offlane. Like whenever someone picks Tide, you know they're solo offlane. Not in general, but in pubs, I'd say. Like, I've never seen a Tide lane with someone when they want to. You want to get your early 6, you want to farm you want to stack this, you want to farm it at level 5 and be like super big, for like no apparent reason. Alright, so in terms of item build, I think you could have skipped the Self, but he got his Oh, okay, so Pete just told his MMR. So I didn't tell everyone that anyone's MMR, because I'm not sure if everyone wants that associated with them, or like, whatever. So I think it's just better just leave it out. In general, all of the replays are from different MMRs, but I won't say what they are. And they're not in order of skill or anything like that, it's just a random order. Alright, so what I was talking about. Yeah, so you can actually skip the Self in this lane, because you won't need it, I don't think. Now that the Necro showed up, I might ferry a Self after the mids got their bottle, but I mean, it's still not really that important. Like, Self is when you expect to be doing a lot of trading and stuff. Oh, did I get the skill? Okay, so now I want to talk about, skill build. Actually, maybe a glimpse would be enough. I think in terms of skill build with Disruptor, you want to get 1-1-1 at level 3, but I think you want to get your Lightning in either level 1 or 2. Like, mostly level 1, because Lightning actually does an insane amount of damage. So level 1 is 6 times 40, which is 240, right? And if you take away magic resistance, that's like 175 damage, which is like a ton for level 1. Like, actually, that's pretty much one of the strongest spells in the game. If you want to look at like Lina Wave or like Leshrac Stun or anything like that, nothing even compares even slightly. And Glimpse doesn't do as much as Lightning. Like, Lightning would have done a lot. Oh, you got the kill anyway, that's really good. You have to be careful with this Tide though. Oh, almost get blocked by Storm there. Oh well. Storm's not using his mana very efficiently, but I mean it's fine. I also don't think Storm safe lane with a support is very strong. Like if Storm wants to safe lane, I think what you do instead of picking Disruptor is you pick a like Lion or a Venge or something, and you just run at them mid. You just freaking run at them, and you smoke, and you just stun them, and you just make them hate their life. At some point, Shadow Fiend double raises, and you kill the enemy mid, especially in Leshrac, because if I was this Leshrac, this SF would be feeding right now. But oh, maybe he starts feeding. No, okay. Yeah, Leshrac is really strong mid. You can get a lot of solo kills on the enemy mid here. You can get a lot of kills onto the enemy mid here with Lesh, and Shadow Fiend is one of those heroes because Shadow Fiend's actually not that strong mid compared to Lesh. Like if you can't kill the SF, SF is amazing mid, but if you can kill the SF, it's a terrible mid. So that's yeah, that's like the trade-off. Like whatever, do with it what you will. SF does a good spam to get the rune. I think Lesh should get this. Windrunner steals it? No, doesn't steal it. Oh wait, Windrunner's on his team, right? Leshrac gets greedy going for this. Yeah, alright. That's unfortunate. Disruptor rotates somewhere. Oh, you just went back to base. Alright, you got your boots in your anti-beat, that's good. That's good. Usually you're very starved as a support. I usually try to get boots as early as possible on my supports. Like the thing is, it's really hard to eke out gold, so usually your starting items, if you don't start with much gold, for example, you bought the courier and you bought the wards, maybe both wards. Like in general, like you get your Iron Branch. I know this is like a really small thing, but this Iron Branch is actually a creep kill, right? So if you didn't have this branch, you could have got your boots a little bit earlier. Like sometimes it doesn't matter because you get a kill and you get way more gold and you don't need to like scrounge on your gold and whatnot. But this branch is actually I don't think I would get this branch if I was you. I would save my gold. So I would literally go to lane with just tangos, like maybe 2 sets of tangos, but just tangos, because like you won't be trading too much like against a Tide. I mean, you'll be hitting him a lot, but you won't be trading much. Then like so the difference between that is because branches give you what 20 health and an extra 20 health in terms of regen over the course of laning phase. But you actually don't need that against a Tidehunter. That guy has damage block, and that 1 damage pretty much doesn't do anything. If this was like a Null Talisman or something, then yes, but you wouldn't get Null Talisman as a support early. Obviously because you don't have gold, but obviously because you need to spend it on wards and courier and whatnot. Especially in pubs, because when you're in pubs, if you pick a support in pubs, people will expect you to buy everything, like literally everything. Whenever I do it, like I have a really strong Lion replay from like a week ago. Oh, that's a really nice glimpse. I think the Storm. I actually think that. See, I think that the glimpse was really good if the Storm was ready, but I guess the Storm wasn't ready, so now he's just gonna feed. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think I blame you there. Like the Storm might blame you for like glimpsing or whatever, but it's actually the Storm's mistake because the Storm tried to initiate. Like the Storm tried to take the fight. It is true that you kind of baited him into it, but like that still is his mistake. I don't know. Maybe like obviously it's better to like save mana because you wouldn't have got the kill and whatnot. Like it was a really strong glimpse, but not in that situation, which is a mistake that a lot of people make. So it is what it is. All right, I want to look at other lanes. So this top lane, oh, that's a nice stun. Oh no, that's a bad. Oh my gosh. So if Sniper had 3-1-1 at this point, and if I don't want to say me because I haven't played Sniper much since the like patch to change the delay, but I know someone who was like so on point with their shrapnels, like one of my friends, and if they were playing the Sniper in this situation, they would 100% kill the Wind Ranger, maybe even the Undying in this situation, especially with this item build, because this spell build and item build, because this guy has no damage block and he doesn't have soul rip, so he can't heal. He's fine. No, the Sniper, we're gonna crush this. Also, you should be going phase boots here, not treads. Treads is fine on Sniper, but you don't want to always get, like, you don't want to always have an item build. Like, you want to have a general item build, but it changes per game. And I think this guy is going treads because he likes getting treads on Sniper. He also, like, he probably thinks that, like, oh, phase is not that good because they have lots of things to catch and stuff like that. But the thing is about Sniper is that it's all position based, and if you have something to affect your position, you should do it. For example, move speed and what do you call it? Freaking tankiness. Okay, so you want to be tanky and you want to have move speed because you get a lot of damage early on from like take aim, take aim and headshot, and your spells do a lot of damage early on. But you need to be mobile and you need your phase boots. I don't know. Like, I think okay. Actually, I rephrase. I think Treads is fine for him because he's not perfect with positioning. If you're like a avid sniper player, your positioning is usually perfect. But maybe this guy is just playing the hero because I don't know, he felt like it, or like I mean, he's not like the best sniper in the world or something. So he's like, okay, I'll go Treads because I expect to get caught out. In which case, Treads is good because it gives you more health. But in that case, I would have skipped Aquila because Aquila is like what 1,000 gold for 60 health. I mean, it gives you a lot more, right? Like the damage. And Aquila's usually an amazing item. But, oh man, this is dangerous as hell. Oh, he didn't draw 2 oh my gosh. Alright, you have to be careful of Impale. Like, you have to think, what spells do they have? So you never run into a double Impale. I will never run into a double Impale whenever I can in my games. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, back to this lane. So, Disruptor is down here. I think the Storm should actually be jungling now, and the Disruptor should try to get 6. This Disruptor, like, if I was playing Disruptor here, I would say, Storm, can you go jungle for like 1 minute or something? Like, just get bot rune or like whatever. Just leave the lane for like 1 minute, and then you would get level 6. And then you get level 6, you just dominate that mid. You buy a smoke and you run mid and you kill Lash. Like Lash is 100% dead with Disruptor, like ulti and razors, because that hero is super squishy early, especially if he's going like this build. Like this is a really greedy build, but it pays off in games where you're doing well. If you look at I haven't had net worth at all. This Shadow Fiend is doing way more than he should be. Alright, yeah. So, okay. So in this game, the Necro is doing really well because that's what Necro does in offlane. A lot of people don't respond well to Necro offlane. Necro is a really squishy hero that can heal, but does a lot of damage with his. Why go see? Yeah, I'll look back for that. Why not? That's whatever. Oh, so you put the field up. This Storm could have killed this Necro. But it's very micro intensive. Like not macro intensive, micro intensive. So basically the Storm would have to zip behind him, so he has to turn around for the Reaper animation, and then you zip again. Because this Necro was at 200 health, and 2 overloads would have killed him, like with zips. So it was actually a decent zip. It was a decent glimpse if the Storm was like really on point. But that's a really hard maneuver. Like that, like if he messed up like even slightly, that's what happens. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm Disruptor. I would have a branch left. Good point. Yeah, so like the branch doesn't do too much for you. I mean, like people say like it builds into Magic Stick and stuff, but the thing when you're playing support is Magic Stick costs 500 gold. Magic 1 costs 500 gold. Magic Stick is 200 gold. And Magic 1 versus Magic Stick is only better in like 30% of situations. And plus it costs gold. And you do not have gold as a pos 5 Disruptor when your team is forcing you to buy everything. Oh, you do have a smoke. That's awesome. You don't have 6 though. So if the Storm went to jungle, the Storm wouldn't have died, and you would have 6 because you would just be sitting here while the creeps are dying, and then you get level 6, or you'd be last hitting whatnot, while a Necro and Tyrant are being assholes. This is a bad build, by the way. You want to get 3 in Anchor Smash. Sorry, you want to get 3 in Kraken Shell, because when you have 3 in Kraken Shell, your Ancients do 0 damage. So that's just a side note for you guys. Sorry, not 0 damage. They do 1 damage. Like whatever, right? Also, you don't need a shield most of the time, because Kraken Shell doesn't block with shield. Like they don't stack. I don't think. Does not. Yeah, it does not. So Kraken Shell does not stack with items that provide damage block. So Style Shield actually does nothing after you get the first level, the second level of Kraken Shell. And even when you get the first level, it's not worth it. Like it's like 30% chance or like 50% chance to block what 4 extra damage. Like that's shit for 200. Like excuse my language, but that's shit for like 200 gold, right? This Tide could have got a better item build. Anyway, what was I talking about? Alright, so Disruptor has a smoke. You need to get level 6. You need to get level 6 on this hero. Like, this hero's ulti is amazing. Especially against this team, because they don't have anything, like, to deal with it. Like, they might get, like, what, 4-star, 4 Yules or something? But for now, it's, like, awful. This dive is scary. Yeah, I would not dive here. Like, so this isn't the Disruptor's fault. Oh, wait, big ulti? I mean, oh, wait, he doesn't have ulti yet. This is... Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. I mean, you got the kill. It's good, but like he should be 100% dead. Oh my god, sniper, please. Left strike, please. Oh, that's huge shield. Wait, that's yeah okay. Oh, SF gets baited in. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, so like way back, like 30 seconds ago, I said this is super bad. Yeah, this is awful. They kill Storm as well. The reason why this is bad is because they have a tier 1 tower. Like, I mean, you have vision here, which is really, really good, right? But, like, you're going for a Tide Hunter kill, and getting kills in Tide, of course, that's really good, but you don't want to dive a tier 1 tower because people will TP, and when they TP, you're like low mana, you've already used your spells and stuff, while the enemy is like fresh. They just TP'd in from well, and they have all their spells, and they will mash you. If this Leshrac was like, if this Leshrac and Sniper were a little bit more efficient with their spells, they would have team wiped you by themselves. And so like, for example, if I was playing the Sniper, I'd be level like 12 at this point, because I would have killed like 3 people by myself. Because you would have dived the Tide, and then while you're finishing off the Tide, I would have killed everybody. Should be Shrapnel here? No, he's Shrapnel here. Okay, yeah. So the thing about Sniper Shrapnel now is because the delay is huge. You actually have the Shrapnel like really far ahead. It's like Pudge Hook, honestly. You want a Shrapnel so that they're running towards the middle of where you Shrapnel. So this guy's running. If this guy starts running here, like towards the ward, you want a Shrapnel like on the ward, so he starts running here, the Shrapnel starts hitting there when he runs into the middle. Then he has to turn around. Turnaround animation's really long, plus in Shrapnel, so then he'll take even more damage. That's the trick with that spell. Because no matter what, he's getting hit by the Shrapnel for like 3 seconds, which is really good. Storm's build, I mean, this is a standard build, he's just not very found right now. I think it's kind of owing to the fact that he was safe lane with a support, because Storm needs his level 6 as early as possible so he can start moving around and killing people. But Storm got a late level 6. Stout actually doesn't stack with Kraken. Yeah, no, Stout does not stack with Kraken at all, but the Stout procs instead of the Kraken if it's better. So the Stout has a 50% chance of blocking. Oh my god, this team fight. I'll talk to team fight first. Alright, so yeah, they're just running over them. That's pretty nice. So the reason why this works is because the enemy was out of position. Like this Leshrac was like way away. So they were just able to dive before they were able to respond. Now Tide is out of position. I mean, why would you ravage there is my question. Like, oh man, he's actually buying so much time. I mean, he's 100% dead, but he's buying so much time. Like, yeah, I wouldn't ravage there. I would not ravage there. I would have just died. Because I don't think, like, it's worth, like, it's 100% not worth because you didn't kill anyone. No? What? Alright, so this is the, like, biggest gimmick ever, which is Shadow Fiend, Shadowblade. You actually gotta hit you actually gotta hit this guy and then raise him to kill, but whatever. Yeah, what you do is you Shadowblade up to them and then you ulti and it kills them, but that's like, I mean, whatever, right? People like doing what they like to do. Okay, Sniper is going to... Okay, this is even worse. So, firstly he goes Treads and Aquila, like I talked about. If you're going for this tanky build, you don't get Aquila because that's not giving you as much as like a Sage or like... See, the thing is, you want to get farming items, right? You want to get farming items and not fight unless you're like really well positioned. When you're playing Sniper, you want to go Phase, Aquila, Mask of Madness. Like, that's like almost always your build. Because even if you're getting ganked like crazy, what you want to do is avoid the fight. Like, hit Ancients and stuff with your mom. Because when you go Shadowblade first, you farm super slow. When you go Treads instead of Phase with your Aquila, you farm really slow. I mean, Treads is actually fine in farming speed, but like, I don't know, it's like marginal compared to like Aquila with Phase with Mom. Like those 3 items go together very well. Sometimes you get Aquila with Treads and Mom, but it's like very, very rare. It's, I don't know. Oh yeah, sorry, did I finish talking about the Stout Shield? So, when you're level 1 and you have level 1 Kraken Shell, or level 2 with level 1 Kraken Shell, the block damage is 12, right? And Stout Shield is 16. So if you have a 50% chance for Stout Shield to block that extra 4 damage. That's how this mechanic works. So it doesn't stack. What it does is it takes over. So basically it's like you didn't have Kraken Shell. But it's only like what, 4 it's 4 extra damage. That's not worth at all. Like this is actually, like, so basically what I'm saying is don't buy Stout Shield. What I'm saying is that it's only good for level 1, basically, but it's not even that good. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Sorry if that wasn't clear to anyone. Alright, so Radiant can move up here, try to get the tower. This is good. In terms of warding, I haven't talked about wards at all. So, when you're winning, you want wards on their side of the map. When you're losing, you want wards on your side of the map. I think that's the, like, it's way more complicated than that, but I mean, that's a very good baseline, right? So the Disruptor has this ward, and he has this ward here. So this was a decent ward. Firstly is one of these teams should know that the other team has a ward here. So one of these wards should die. Oh, so Dire should know they have this ward, but Sorry, Radiant should know they have this ward, but they I guess they don't, or they don't have time or something. Disruptor smoke. I don't think you should smoke when you don't have your ulti. You don't do enough, I don't think. What you should do is actually just stay up here. Like just farm out this lane, walk over here, TP out. Because like okay, so it's weird when it's weirder when you're a support, but you can do it as well. Like I do this no matter what hero I'm playing. If you're not useful, if you're not useful because you don't have your ulti or something, you might as well just farm. Like you might as well just like static storm this, like not static storm. What's the first thing here? Thunderstrike. You might as well just thunderstrike this creep and just like take this camp and then take one wave and then walk over here and then TP out. The reason why, okay, so there's two reasons. Okay, I need to actually pause this. So the reason why is because firstly, you get this farm, right? You get this extra little bit of farm, you get a little bit more gold, that's probably like 2 sets of wards, or like a upgrade in career, like what, you already upgraded career like ages ago, of course, right? But, oh, your item build, yeah, mana boots is good. This hero is very item independent, so you won't get punished for getting bad items. You usually, like, you have 2, like, different builds. You either go, like, you always get arcanes. I think you always get arcanes. Either arcanes or you get a soul ring and a tranquil boots. The difference between them is, if you need health, you don't get the soul ring build. Kind of. It's hard to say. It's if you don't need burst health, basically. Because soul ring makes you less squishy. I mean, it gives you health regen, but that's sustained health, not like instant health, compared to like a magic wand and stuff like that. So there's 2 builds on Disruptor. You either go arcane boots or just straight ags, and you buy support items along the way, like your observable wards and your sentries and stuff like that. But if you don't go that build, I mean, like I would always go that build in pubs because I mean 1,000 gold for a tank item is good. Like it is what it is. And when you get your Ags ulti, it's actually really strong. Like the Ags ulti on this is amazing, like amazing. But I mean, you have to hit it, right? But it's always amazing. But if you don't go that build, you want to go the small item build, which is like your force staff, your Yule scepter, your ghost scepter, like mech sometimes. Like you get like basically like those 4 items I listed, you get like 2 of those items by the end of the game. And you pick which 2 depending on like what the enemy team is. So in this game, they want to like they have really. Oh, or Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape is amazing, actually. I would actually get Glimmer Cape first item on this game in this game. So yeah, basically it's based on what the enemy is. So the enemy has like a small amount of sustained damage and some burst damage. Yeah. Sorry, sustained damage. So sustained damage is sniper plus Leshrac plus necro. The burst damage is lion and tide. Yeah. It's usually a good lineup when you have like some mix like that. This lineup is not that good, but I mean, it is what it is, right? It's pretty basic, and it's a pub, so it's not that bad. Actually, both lineups are pretty. I'd be pretty happy with both lineups. Maybe instead of Storm, I would get like maybe like a Juggernaut. No, I would actually get PL on instead of Storm because you can dodge Ravage and you can dodge Sniper ulti. I don't know. It's kind of weird because you don't like playing PL against Leshrac, but. Alright, what was it saying? Yeah, so item build. So Glimmer Cape, Yule Scepter, Force Staff, Mech. Ghost Scepter, I guess. So out of those items, you get 2 of them based on what heroes they have. I would get a Glimmer Cape here because most of their damage will come from Leshrac early on and then Sniper late game. If you have a Glimmer Cape, you can Glimmer Cape someone when they get Ravaged, or you Glimmer Cape someone that gets Lightninged by Leshrac, and they're pretty much invincible. I mean, invisible, but. Like, not many people buy dust, and even if they do buy dust, you're still really tanky with Glimmer Cape against magic damage, so that's always really good. Okay, so now I have caught up on that. I will unpause. So then dive in here. A lot of people seem to want to fight near the enemy towers, and it really confuses me. Like, whenever you fight near enemy towers, unless you know that they have someone. Oh, now they pause. So that's okay. I mean, oh, and then they unpaused. Okay. I mean, no repause. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, you don't want to fight near enemy towers because they're always TP in, and you're always at a disadvantage because you already use your spells on the one guy, and then a fresh new guy will come up and use their new spells on you. This is a decent ward by Radiant if you're not pushing. Like, this is a good ward if the creep is just sitting here and your carry is farming. But, I mean, Radiant team is not very, like, farm-oriented. Alright, nice job by Shadowfiend. So, was that the first? No, that was, like, the second Shadowblade. So, at this point, the Dire should start buying sentries. Because a sentry will be a kill on Shadowfiend. This hero is 900 health. He does a lot of damage. He does a ton of damage. But he's super weak. like really, really easy to kill. Oh, did you just TP in a Ravage? Okay. That's pretty amazing. The entire Radiant team's here though. Well, Storm get stuff done, yeah. Shadowfiend gets greedy. Oh my gosh, Storm. So he zipped into here and then tried to walk around. That's unlucky. No, that's I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Alright. So Left Shaker is Bloodstone now. Not the fastest timing, but I mean it's decent. Decent. Alright. Usually I get upset if I have Bloodstone at 20 minutes, like only. I mean he has other items, so it's fine. It is fine. But you can still win. I mean this game is like pretty decent. Slight lead. Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, so Shadowfiend should keep farming. Storm should try to pick off Sniper. This Sniper is really weak right now. Like if you buy Dust, this Sniper is 100% dead. Like all the time. Never TP like that. TP like this. This is a good TP. That is a bad TP. Reason why is because this one's scared of the Sniper. Like maybe he would have just backed anyway, but like this TP has a way higher chance of killing him than this TP. Yeah, it is what it is. This Haste Rain's been sitting here this whole time. That's confusing. Wait, did he? No, he didn't clip him. That was a good Remnant, but he walked in a little bit too far. Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's just picked off because he was out of position. Like I mean, Storm is really easy to escape with. I had no idea Undying died like that. Undying is. I mean, Undying is Undying. Like, it's like a really like you know, like Husker when you buy Armlet, you just like toggle it repeatedly and you constantly have like randomly low amounts of health. Undying is something like that when both teams are competitive. Like it's a really close game. Oh, that's huge! Holy crap! Oh, that's pretty sick. Nice job there. Nice job there. That's insane. And you get the glimpse on Sniper. No detection. Oh yeah, that's unlucky. I mean, that's good enough. Whatever. That was amazing. Well done. Well done. Yeah. So that's a huge swing. I don't like Undying's item build, but I mean that's freaking good. Like that's great. Undying should 100% go mech. Like Arcane Boots mech in 100% of games is Undying. I think. Like I have a really high win rate with this hero going Arcane Boots mech, because when you get your mech, you can just push down everything. Like you just you're trying to push this tower, you just drop the tombstone like here or like here, and you just like run at it and you just hit it. Like SF just hit it, right? And the tombstone protects you. You have to make sure they can't find the tombstone. Like either they can't find it or they can't get to it. So can't find it is like here and here. Can't get to it is like here, right? The reason why I want it more to the side is because Creep Wave will walk up to like around here and then zombies will start spawning. So they'll block the Creep Wave. That's kind of what you want out of it. Also, you want enemy to like have to walk through it. It's really good against like Tide Blink. Because for example, if you put it here, if you put the tombstone here and Tide is hiding here, he'll get a zombie on him and he can't blink. I mean that's just oof. That's let's just see what happens here. Do you drop Storm? Oh, you don't drop Storm yet. But you can. Oh, you don't need Storm. Okay, that's good. I mean, Storm was yeah, like Storm Spirit was there, so I guess you don't need to ulti. But I think if I wasn't like, if Storm wasn't there, you still could have got the kill on everyone because you would have dropped the ulti here and then you could have glimpsed them back. But I mean, that's irrelevant because you played that perfectly because you saved your ulti. Actually, you played that perfectly. That's why I didn't pick a replay than I mean, the first guy picked a replay that he played really well in. I mean. It doesn't matter, as long as the game isn't a complete stomp. Like, this is a completely fine game. Like, this is a really good game to go over. Because this is talking about rotations. Last game was mostly item builds. Alright, when you're a support, don't hit towers. I think, like, it's very rare that you can hit a tower as a support. Like, it's way better to, like, be just in glimpse range. Because... let's say Tide blinks in. Does Tide blink? Yeah, so Tide blinks in, you glimpse him back. Like, you can stand here and do that. You do not need to be up here. And when you're hitting the tower, you're actually doing like 13 damage. And out of 1000 health, you don't need to do 13 damage. You don't need to do 13 damage to 1000 health. I mean, of course hit the tower when you can, but you can't hit the tower if they have like 3 alive, or like 5 alive, right? So, Just let your SF do his thing, because I mean you're Disruptor, you don't do damage with your attack. Your spell was pretty good this game, but like there's too much stuff for me to mention, so I don't need to your ulti was on cooldown, was it? I don't think so. I think it cooled down like when Leshrac was walking down the hill. I'm pretty, like Leshrac was walking down the hill, and by the time he got here, you could have Stag Storm and glimpsed. Like, but as I said, the Stone Sword was there, so you don't need to. Yep. Storm was Orchid first. I think it's okay. I would have liked Bloodstone more, but I think Orchid's fine. Orchid's fine if you can consistently find the line or the Lesh, but I mean it is what it is. Ags first is bad. This guy should get Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape destroys like almost all of these heroes. Even with like dust or whatever. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, he blinked into it. That's pretty lucky. You're gonna crush this fight. Alright, so this is looking very Radiant favored as long as this SF keeps his stuff going. Do you get the glimpse on the Lash or is it on cooldown? You're just out of range. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, really well played. The team fights are going in Radiant's favor because Radiant is strong right now and they're choosing to take these types of team fights. These are the type of team fights that are really good. Like, you put the tombstone down after you get the glimpse ulti onto like a core hero like a Necro or something like that. They're good. Necro's build is awful. You never your Dagon first after you get boots unless you're doing really well and the enemy has like nothing to kill you. For example, Glimpse Disruptor ulti will make your Dagon completely useless. Well, not completely useless, you can still zap someone, but it's like not nearly as useful as a live Necrophos when you have like a mech or whatever. Like I don't know, Necro has like weird, like what items do you go with Necro, right? I would probably go like Bloodstone first and just try to run at people if I was a super farm core. When you're support you get mech, but I don't know. Like Tide might be going mech. I mean, no, he got Blink first. Like, Tide either goes Blink first or Mech first. It depends a lot on, like, each game and, like, how much farm they get, how many... Like, the Necro's taking the Ancients instead of the Tide, which is weird. But, I mean, whatever. This ward is broken, by the way. This is a really strong ward. You'll almost always catch someone here because of this ward. Because people hate dewarding this. It's like, because you put a deward, like, somewhere, then you need Vision here, so you might as well just put the deward here. You put the deward here, and it's really hard to get. So a lot of people do, like you put the D-ward here and it's only useful to get this ward, so like you hate putting the D-ward here. I mean, Storm just wastes all his mana. Orchid? Late Orchid? No. Okay, you just okay, you either don't use Orchid because you don't need it there, or use Orchid straight away so he doesn't heal and ulti you and then TP out. Like that's yeah, I mean whatever. I guess Disruptor saved in there. Don't go Vanguard Undying, I think. I think, sorry, you either go Vanguard first item instead of mech, or you skip Vanguard. I said this previously in the Axe replay, like the Tusk replay with Axe. When Axe goes Blink first, you skip Vanguard. When you go another item besides like Vanguard first, for example, a mech or a pipe, like I wouldn't get pipe first, I would get mech first. But he went pipe first. So in this situation, he went Vanguard after his pipe. I don't like that. The reason why is because Vanguard doesn't do much late game, like mid game even. Like the health is really nice and the damage block is really nice early on, especially like the Ring of Health build up, right? Because you have the Ring of Health in lane and they can't harass you at all. But like now, people aren't harassing you. People are trying to kill you. And of course Vanguard helps, but it doesn't help as much as like, for example, mech pipe at this point. So this pipe should be a mech, and this Vanguard should be a pipe, is actually what should happen in this game. But he's going mech third. So this is even more of a mistake. You don't go mech third. Mech is the best item in the game when you get it early. Because 200, like, so Disruptor has 800 health, right? So if you have mech right now, that's like a quarter of his health, yeah? Wait, mech is 200, right? 250? I don't, whatever. It's like a quarter of Disruptor's health. But like later in the game, when Disruptor has 2,000 health, a mech is like 5% of his health, 10%, 10% of his health, right? So mech gets worse as the game goes on. Obviously, because people start attacking more than mech heals, right? But so you want to get mech early. You never want to get mech as your third item. Sometimes second, it's like really edgy, but usually mech should be either your first item or you don't get it, basically. Like that's a general rule that I have. Sniper's going S and Y after his Shadowblade. See, okay, so Sniper has S and Y and Shadowblade at this point in the game. If he went Mom, he would have Mom plus S and Y plus 3,000. Like, he wouldn't have the Shadowblades. He'd be like 3,000 gold. It's like, I don't know. That you farm so much faster, and the Shadowblade isn't doing anything for him because Shadowblade is for pickoffs. I mean, it's for pickoffs and escape-ish, right? But like, it does give you like attack or whatever, attack damage and attack speed. But that's nothing. Like, have you seen how much Mom gives you? Like, that's like a third of the Mom attack speed. Favorite Crimson Guard for winner. Oh, Crimson Guard is he? I don't know. Okay. Let me look at Crimson Guard. Yeah, okay. That's a huge error by me. Okay. okay. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so alright, let me think. Crimson Guard is. I mean, Crimson Guard. Okay. So Crimson Guard is a really niche item, right? It's kind of like Pipe. It's kind of like Ghost Scepter. It's a very niche item. You need it in specific situations. Okay, so Crimson Guard is good against Juggernaut. It's good against Troll. It's good against Sniper, right? Most snipers is good against high attack speed heroes because let's say they hit like if they hit you for 1,000 damage. Okay, if they hit you for 1,000 damage, like PA, right? Crimson Guard only blocks 50. If they hit you 1,000 times for 1 damage, Crimson Guard blocks all of the damage, right? That's how Crimson Guard works. So you want Crimson Guard against high attack speed heroes. I think Crimson Guard was also a mistake here because the enemy doesn't have really any high attack speed heroes. You'd think Sniper and Sniper late game, of course, but Crimson Guard is okay. So to make Crimson Guard a good pickup, it has to be like a Buckler into Vanguard into Buckler into Crimson Guard. Like it has to be kind of your first item because the build up is really awkward if you don't have it. If you don't have the like Vanguard first. Like, yeah, okay, I would just say, like, don't get Crimson Guard unless you get Vanguard first or second, I'd say. Because Crimson Guard loses value as the game goes later, obviously, because people start hitting harder, right? Like, that's just obvious. And you want your Crimson Guard early for these kind of pushes. It's kind of like Pipe, and Pipe Crimson is really, really strong, I agree with that. And I mean, you just got that tower because of Pipe Crimson, but I think it's kind of redundant because Sniper doesn't have any attack speed, and I mean, none of these other heroes really attack much. Like, Lash and Lion will just one-shot someone, like hopefully SF for their team, or like Undying or Windrunner or something like that, and the rest of them don't really auto-attack. Like, Necro just wants to... Like, Necro's build is just awful. He just wants to zap ulti someone. Like, I think he might just do that here, or... I mean, he could have done that there, but he didn't. I mean, this game, I think Radiant will win this game. It's hard to say at this point because this game is like everything that should have happened didn't really happen. But I think Radiant will win this game. I mean, that's a really good. You have to be very careful. So this is Radiant Vision. This is Dire Vision. Wait, no, sorry. This is Dire Vision. So you can't see up this hill. If you're Dire and the enemy's mid, oh, that's a bad Ravage. Your team's not in position yet. This is a bad Ravage. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, that's a mechanical thing, which I don't mention. Yeah, that guy just melts because he has no, like, Dagon. Oh, that's a huge ulti. This will be many, many kills. Yeah, oh, I mean, you got one of them, whatever. The other one Shadowbladed. Alright, yeah, no, so that fight was one because Tynander didn't hold Ravage. Ravage is better mid-fight. You don't want to Ravage first unless you can, like, blow someone up. And you can't blow someone up when, like, your whole team is, like, all the way back here. That was Tynander's mistake. But you, the Radiant team capitalized really well, so well done to Radiant there. Now you just hit towers, right? I mean, that's just pretty simple. Oh my gosh, this guy. Oof. I mean, you never want to stand in Shrapnel. This guy's still standing in Shrapnel. I mean, I know you want to, like, get the racks, and you're like, it doesn't matter if I die if I get the racks, but, I mean, you're not going to get the racks. Firstly, because the Shrapnel stops your attack speed, and I mean, sorry, it stops your move speed, and then he hits you, and, headshot stops your attack speed. Like, it just stops your attack. Like, you can't attack when he's headshots you. I mean, never stand in Shrapnel. Like, never stand in Shrapnel. That's just what it is. Sorry, chat. Crimson Guard's stupid at this game. I think Crimson Guard was a mistake this game, as I've mentioned, because you can go Vanguard first, and if you're going Vanguard first, then you get it, if it's good against the enemy team. But it's not good because Sniper went a bad item build that Crimson Guard's not good against, if that makes sense. What do you think of my yours pickup? You got yours? I don't think. Oh, you did. Oh, you must have just got yours. Okay. So yours is great for either destroying things or dispelling things. For example, Earth Spirit spells are dispellable now, so you want to get against Earth Spirit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In this game, like if you're really on top of it, you can dodge Ravage, and you can dodge like Sniper ulti is obviously the easiest dodge. I think
Dire's top tower is under attack.
you should have got a Glimmer Cape. I think I said before, I would have got Glimmer Cape first item in this.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oof. Man, this is why you buy Shivas on Leshrac, by the way. So this doesn't happen because you're super tanky except against physical damage because you don't have Shivas. You need Shivas on Leshrac. Maybe instead of like BKB. It's hard to say, but I think instead of BKB I would have got Shivas. That was a bad Ravage. This guy does not have good Ravages. I'm not sure. It's Disruptor's positioning very good right now. I like that you're leaving the Leshrac. This is really well played. You're leaving the Leshrac trying to get other people. I mean, you didn't get anyone there, but I mean, you got scared because you were really low, but well, your team catches this guy. That's good. Pushing against Storm is really hard. Like, Storm starts to catch up quite a bit. I mean, like Storm's here. If this game keeps following this trend, Storm's gonna end up like higher than Shadowfiend. And Shadowfiend's just high because Shadowfiend has like so Shadowfiend farms really fast, and a lot of people don't understand why. The first reason is because you have triple raise, right? That's more nuke damage on creeps than like anything else in the game early on. Like even later in the game, it's still insane. And then like 2 of these is Laguna, by the way. Like people don't realize that's level 1 Laguna, 2 of these at level 7. And then you have Presence of a Dark Lord, so you hit super hard. I don't like his build though. I think you should have got a Skadi. I don't know. Actually, no. Daedalus is fine. No, I think it's fine. I don't think I would have got Shadowblade though. I would have got SMY instead of Shadowblade. Just be tanky instead of trying to pick people off. Because I don't think it's hard to say. It's really hard to say in these kind of games because it's not optimal. Like in these kind of games, I expected people to get different items than they did. Like Sniper should have had Mask of Madness, not Shadowblade, and should have gotten like, and he would have these items plus an extra item as well if he went Mask of Madness instead of Shadowblade. Because like Mask of Madness instead of Shadowblade and then an extra item, like it would be 6 slotted here, 5.5 slotted. Because Mask of Madness makes you farms way faster, so he would have this farm plus more. And Shadowblade didn't save him this game as much as most people think it did. Let's see. Leshrac got Bloodstone first, and this is Leshrac's critical mass. If Leshrac gets his Bloodstone and he doesn't snowball, he loses the game. Like, this hero is garbage if he doesn't have Bloodstone charges. Especially when you go this build. BKB slows you down so much. You need like a Shiva's. You need your int items. Yeah, sorry, you were talking about yours. Let's see. So yeah, you got yours. So yours is fine. Especially like, your team doesn't have much to stop TPs. I mean, you do, but it's like, it's not as much as like if you had a lion, right? Like if Undying was a lion instead of a Undying, he would have a stun. He would have 2 stuns, so he could cancel TPs and he could cancel blinks easier and stuff like that. Yule Scepter cancels blinks, so it cancels Tide Blink if you need to. Like if he you're killing everybody and then Tide's running away and he's like over here and you're over here, you can Yules him and then he can't blink after the Yules, right? And plus it gives your team time to catch up. So it acts like an extra stun. But on the other hand, Yule Scepter compared to Glimmer Cape will save your Shadowfiend after BKB. Because after BKB, if the enemy is kiting properly with like Sniper and stuff, Shadowfiend's BKB won't do too much. And then you'll need to Glimmer Cape him so that he doesn't just die to Leshrac and Lion. You also have to access the second stun, except it doesn't work too much with your ulti and your kinetic field. Now that Leshrac has BKB, especially, Yules does even less. But I mean, like, it's always fine. Like, Yules is an item you can always get. You can always buy Yules and it's fine. Like, I think on enemy hero, it's not always the best. It's not even always good. But I think it's yes, I recommend Glimmer Cape on pretty much every support in pubs. Yeah, maybe even not even in just pubs. Like, Glimmer Cape is a really strong item. Like, if you use Glimmer Cape at the right time on the right people, and you control the enemy's like detection amounts, like even if you don't, it's still amazing. Like, Glimmer Cape gives you so much, so much. I can't stress enough. As a cheap item, like it's 2k. Like that like 2k gold for that much is insane. I think. Like, I mean, it's the patch's, like, way of putting supports more into the game, so, yeah. I mean, it's good. A really strong item. Really strong item. I like it. My... glimmering when Echo ultis someone usually says the person. Yeah, like, it kind of, like, Yeah, I guess it's good. Like it's good. It's good to do that. Sorry. Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's the utility is elsewhere. I mean, that's also a very nice bonus to it. Like it's very strong against Necro and like it's good against these three heroes and like Sniper ulti. Like that's nice. Let's see. Yeah, Glimpse can BKB it off. What was this? My plan was to get yours with Ag so that I can completely counter a BKB enemy. How's that counter a BKB enemy? But I couldn't get him. Wait, so if you so you mean if you you use someone and then you axe ulti? Oh yeah, I see. You'll set the cast range is not enough for that. I don't think. I don't know, like because night vision is 800, right, and day vision is 1600. So the only people you can actually get that onto is like Leshrac, and I think Leshrac can live through that and like walk out of the field. Like your field, you will Yules and then you'll ulti and then field, right? And then when they drop into it, they'll be like silence, whatever, taking like they will take a ton of damage. No, don't get me wrong, but I think Leshrac is strong enough. Like in usual games with Bloodstone, I like the idea and the concept, and it will work in a lot of games. But I think in this game, Glimmer Cape's marginally. I think Glimmer Cape's better in this game, but I think in most games, Glimmer Cape might be marginally better, especially defensively. I like the idea though; it's really good. Yeah. Also, you don't have your Ags yet, so that plan won't work exactly. I mean, it's a good way of forcing BKB, right? Like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's what you want to do. But in this kind of game, it's not too important. It's just I'm just harping on it a little bit because I just want to stress to more people to buy Glimmer Cape because it's an incredibly strong item, and I think it's very very viable on. I think every hero can buy it, but it's not like perfect on every hero. Like you wouldn't buy Glimmer Cape on Sniper, right? Uh, or like Shadow Fiend. You wouldn't buy Glimmer Cape on Shadow Fiend. Let's see. This guy's just upgrading Dagon. That's awful. Dagon gets less and less valuable as you upgrade it. Oh, sorry. That's completely wrong. Dagon gets more and more valuable as you upgrade it, but in terms of gold 4 damage, it's less. So you only do it when the extra damage will one-shot people, basically. Dagon, or Tinker. Sorry, Tinker's the exception because one Dagon is actually like 8 Dagons, but yeah. Plus mana cost, right? Sorry, no, not mana cost. Plus like the range. Like upgrading Dagon's good, sorry, but you don't want to do it like this. This is the wrong way of upgrading Dagon because you need items to live. Like this guy could have like 3,000 health right now, like literally 3,000 health right now, and like I don't know, like Dagon isn't doing anything, right? Can he one-shot Storm? I don't know. He can't one-shot Storm, so I mean it's pretty close. 600 damage. It's like there. So if like Tide Ravages, it's. I don't know. It's like I don't feel like Dagon was the right build here. I mean, he's going BKB now, but you don't want to get this. Like he's super slow. He doesn't have a Disruptor. He doesn't have a Bloodstone. He doesn't have an Ags. He doesn't have like there's so many items that this Necro should have instead of Dagon. Like Dagon 5 is 7,000 gold. It's more than Abyssal Blade, right? So he could have actually got so many more items. Glimmer Cape was OP because of the little mana to non-mana cost. Now it's like 100 something. Yeah, no. Glimmer Cape was like they made it weaker because it was OP. Now it's like OP, less OP, but still OP, I think. This is good for. You should pick up the lion like as soon as you can. All right, that's good. You want to pick up lion whenever you can. That hero will wreck you in fights if you don't pick them up. But you're just snowballing. Like if you okay, I'm gonna predict the gold graph is like. The gold graph is like 10k, and the experience graph is like 15k. So... Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that's like 10k, and that's like gonna be 15k, right? So I think I was right, but we'll see. But it's hard to tell right now. Yeah, you use Aegis to push. I mean, it is what it is. Once again, I'll make the disclaimer. So, in this game, I haven't been paying too much attention to, like, every, like, teamfight and stuff. I've had it on the screen, but I haven't talked about, like... I haven't talked about like, oh, you need to blink here instead of here, and you need to use this spell instead of this spell, or like you should have hit this spell here, and whatnot. Because that kind of stuff is mechanical, which is something you get from playing the game. It's not something you really explain. When you're looking at replays, it's better to look at the general flow of the game and what decisions you make. Glimmer Cape's at 130, I'm pretty sure. Alright, you can't open shop like that.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, you got mid racks. You would have got top racks there if your team wasn't greedy with hitting the tower. Like you only want your core. Like you would have had Shadow Fiend and Windrunner hitting the tower. Like Shadow Fiend here and Windrunner here, or vice versa. You don't want to get greedy. fast forward this. Nothing's happening. Storm's build. Storm skip Bloodstone. I like this. He's going for Lincoln's. I think Lincoln's is fine. But with since you've already got BKB, I think it's redundant. I think if you're going Orchid first, you want to snowball off it.
Tower has fallen.
Like you only get,
Dire's top barracks
like you only go,
attack.
like you only go Orchid first when you can snowball off it. And when you snowball off it, you either go into like a Bloodstone or Dagon. Yeah, I don't think you ever skip Bloodstone on Storm. I feel like it's something you never so. Oh, this is. I mean, nice ulti, like you got 3 of them, but not at that point. You're like 100% dead here. Oh wow, okay, this guy should have turned on his ulti. But, oh well. Yeah,
Is under attack.
like what, he's trying to save mana, really? Like, no. Undying is capped off at this point. I don't like Guardian Greed. Like, see, he got a late mech, like that's... I mean, Guardian Greed is a good item, sorry, but you don't get it like this. Like, he bought all of these items in the wrong context, is what I'm gonna say. They win this game? Okay. I feel like this game is not secure yet. Like, if you look at net worth, they do. Oh wait, I gotta check. Was I right? All right, so 12k experience, 12k net worth. Oh, I was close enough. This game's not secure yet. Like the die team is definitely losing, and the rating team is definitely winning. But I feel like this game could have been way more secure. Like you could have guaranteed the win, based on your item choices and how you moved around the map. Okay. When you're doing this, if the enemy is dead like this, the sniper should actually walk up here because you don't miss on the racks. Notice how he's missing every like 3rd attack, every 4th attack because it's 25% miss chance, or maybe it's 30. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, he should be uphill. He would have got this rack way earlier, and he'd be able to fight them way earlier. But then you have to back off. Like you would have got out way earlier. Like you would be back like here by now because you already would have taken the racks. Because sniper was hitting it the entire time. Instead, you take the racks like 20% slower, and then... Oh my god, they just all die. Oh, okay, I know what this is. Okay, so, when you're in this situation, and you're, like, someone gets picked off, just run. Like, just leg it, okay? Just leg it. You don't... Like, every man for himself. You do not want to get, like, 3 people picked off. At most, it should have been 1. Like, it should be 1.
Never could resist a long shot.
I think he did have to... I don't know if he had the buyback, though. Hard to say. I don't know, like you could say he had the buyback because they didn't know where the Wind Ranger was. Like the whole like these 3, like the core heroes from Radiant could have all been here, and then they would have just like actually no, you don't need a buyback for this Rax, but they could have like hit this tower down or like hit this tower down. But they didn't, so I guess maybe he didn't have to buy back. It's really hard to say. Like maybe whenever I buy back in my games, I want to wait till my team initiates and stuff. So like Tide initiated and then the Shadowfiend BKB, so I wouldn't have bought back. I would have bought back if the Shadowfiend didn't BKB, basically. Like if they tried to fight the Tide. I like this Shadowblade juice, but to be honest, this item's still not paying off. Okay, Shadowblade's up here, so they can walk into here. Check Roche. And then walk out. Too bad for them. Rush is like what, 2 minutes away. What was this? Oh, this was a ranked game. Sniper. So Sniper is in like a weird. Now he gets a Master Madness, really. Okay, so Master Madness is a really good farming item. It's also good in fights, but way less because you're really squishy, right? He got it after he got like this tank items, but so so Sniper's not tanky and he doesn't do a lot of damage, and he's not tanky and he does a lot of damage and he's not mobile either. Like he has the S and he has the S and Y Shadowblade, which is mobility. Like these 3 items are mobility, but Treads is slower than Phase Speeds, right? It's I don't know, like. I don't know. It's like the in between of everything, so you're nothing kind of deal. Like he does damage because of crit, but he doesn't do damage because he doesn't have as much farm as he could have if he got Mom first, and he doesn't have his Scotty, so he's not tanky. Like this is so weird. This is really weird. Like now he's like 6-slotted, but this is not real 6-slot. Like Mask of Madness is a 2k item. Shadowblade is a 2.8k item. BKB is a 3.9k item. he doesn't have his butterfly. He doesn't have his Scotty. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. SF will just maul everyone, right? Like, SF went the same item build as Sniper, interestingly. He even has a less item, but he's like way stronger. Because SF is a different hero.
Dire's middle tower is under
Sniper has to attack more. Like, Sniper, when he attacks, he has a chance to proc headshot. The more he attacks, the higher the chance of proccing headshot, right? So he wants to attack fast. He wants to get Butterfly and Mask Commanders early. Later on, headshot isn't as prominent, but early on, like, you really need that.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Our team's not using their time well. Like, they took the team fight. They're not using their time very well. The Radiant teams are. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, Undying, yeah, his item build could have made this game way more secure for Radiant. And... I didn't have any lost rank games the past week, and this is the worst. Wow, that's like the exact opposite. I have like a 20% win rate in ranked in the last 2 weeks. I lost like 500 MMR. Oh, that is dangerous. He didn't BKB there? Necro didn't ulti there? Oh, wait. He did ulti? I'm so confused. What happened? What? Wait, what? Okay, he didn't BKB, and then Necro didn't ulti. How did Necro not have ulti? Like, it was like 80. What? I'm so confused. I'm done. I think he like ulted early and it didn't show the animation or something. I don't know. I don't even know. This is appalling. Okay, Lion has a Hex. That's amazing. Lion needs to go Blink, by the way. Lion, you go Tranquil's Stick, maybe Wand, and then Blink. You don't get Eggs, you don't get Sheep yet. I don't even know if you get Sheep after with... SF does not need to ulti here. SF can just hit him twice. When is not ulting? What?
Roshan
You're gonna rush so early.
to the Radiant.
Also, you want to give your Aegis to Storm, right? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter too much at this point. I'm just talking about optimizations. You want to give Aegis to Storm in most situations, unless your carry is like incredibly weak, has no buyback. Sorry, it does a lot of damage, but doesn't have a much health, and is very important and needs Aegis to survive. Wait, that wasn't cheese? Oh, it was second rush. Wow, this second rush is 53 minutes. Okay, that's kind of weird. Alright, yeah, no, Radiant team can just walk in and just kill people. Kill buildings. Because they're just too far ahead at this point. Good pick off on the Tidehunter, that's very good. Shadowfiend, Shadowblade did in. They did see him. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like, Radiant team just runs in at this point. Like, if you look at the net worth graph, it's like 20, 30k. 20k. No, it was well played. So in terms of item build, so you went... Oh, you did get your Yule's Ags, so that's a good combo against BKB and stuff like that. I think Lilike would have been better, but I mean, the way it worked out, it was absolutely fine. I mean, well played, well played. It's good.
Dire's middle tower
It's good.
has fallen.
Alright, so the like key lessons from this. Itemize well to farm faster on your core heroes, your sniper. Your Lashrock was doing really well early, but he got a BKB instead of Shivas early, so he was still squishy against like the Shadow Fiend.
Radiant victory.
Yeah. I'll just wait for the end game. I'll pause it. Come on. Okay, so I'll just talk about this for a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Holiday randomized firm, what's so different to this? 15, 37, 85. Storm Lincolns. Alright, so Lincolns on Storm is obviously a really good item randomly. Like sometimes. Like it's good against like, you know, like Doom and whatnot. But in this kind of game, I think Lincoln's was fine if he didn't have the BKB and if he got Bloodstone. Bloodstone instead. I think it's like, I mean they won the game, so what can you say too much? But like Lincoln's is really good against Lion Blink initiations, but Lion didn't have Blink, and Lion got Sheep and Ags. Ags gives you a lot of health, a lot of mana, but Ags doesn't do as much as Blink would because you can't actually get your spells off. You're still squishy, you're still Lion compared to Blink, because you need to be positioned well anyway. Your Ags doesn't help with your like positioning problem because you're not tanky enough. The Sniper did a very like try to do everything build and ended up doing nothing kind of thing. The Sniper, like The sniper had enough farm. Like he could have had his items earlier, and he could have got more farm. And he has enough farm in this game, but he didn't buy the right items. It's like so like there's so many issues there that it's hard to pinpoint which one to like harp on because like he didn't get Mom first, so he didn't farm fast enough. He got Shadowblade, which doesn't do much early on. Like unless he gets a lot of pickoffs, but he didn't get any pickoffs. So like sniper, right? Like whatever. He got crit, but he didn't get Skadi. Like you want to get Skadi and then crit because Skadi makes you really tanky and it makes the enemy do less damage, right? If you have Skadi and you hit the Shadow Fiend does 30% less damage. Like just straight out 30% less damage, right? And he walks slow and whatever, right? So you want to get Skadi. It's really, really important. Plus, you have like super long attack range on Sniper. Skadi is better on Sniper than it is on like other heroes, like Shadow Fiend. Skadi is better on Sniper because you have attack range. You can hit them more, like you hit them from further, like before they can get to you, kind of thing. It's really important, especially since SF didn't go any mobility items. He doesn't have Yules. He doesn't have Blink. He went Shadowblade, but he doesn't have S and Y and stuff like that. So if you have Skadi and you hit the Shadow Fiend, he's pretty much out of the fight. Like, it sounds super weird, but if Shadow Fiend Shadowblades towards you and you shoot him with Skadi as sniper, you pretty much own the Shadow Fiend right there and there. You just have to be careful of the Storm Zip, which is why you do get your tanky items, like your Skadi, your BKB, and whatnot. You just need to get your Mom early, you farm faster. Leshrac also didn't go a good item build, needs Skadi early. When they were pushing mid-racks, like the enemy team got your mid-racks, I think, right? Right? I think I'm confusing the games. But if the Leshrac got a Skadi early, he would have cut down the damage from the Radiant like tenfold as well. Not tenfold, like 20% or whatever, right? Like you just own the Shadow Fiend and the Wind Ranger and the Storm Spirit with Skadi and Shivas. But Leshrac was really squishy, had no he has no armor items at the end of the game. I like the Bloodstone, I like the Yules, but I think these other two items should have been a Shivas plus a Sheep. Like the thing is, he would have the Shivas, which would have got him the Sheep because he would have done better, right? It's hard to like say that because it's all speculation, but yeah. Tide Under didn't need Crimson Guard. I think like is this just a really popular item? I don't see this item very much because it's not very popular when I play, but I mean, everyone just wants a... Oh, okay, sorry. Crimson Guard's better on Tide Under than it is on Undying here because they have the Wind Ranger, the Storm, and the Shadow Fiend. But it's still not as good as, like, a Refresher or, like, a Shivers. Like, if Leshrac wasn't going Shivers, then the Tide Under would. And if the Leshrac did go Shivers, then the Tide Under should go, like, a full stuff or something like that to get out of Disruptor stuff. Or get other people's stuff. Necro's build was awful. He went Boots, Dag on 5. That's... almost never. That's only a good build if you're doing really well. Like if he got boot stack on 5 at 10 minutes, then yeah, okay, that's perfect. But he didn't. Yeah. So itemization was not perfect. I think. Okay. So there's some points here. I think Disruptor's item build was like maybe like top 2, maybe the best item build out of all the players here. Actually, Storm was okay. Like it's hard to say because no one went perfect items. Like I'd say out of the 10 heroes, no one went perfect items, but some of them were pretty close. Shivers versus Octarine Core. Octarine Core is really good if you don't get locked down. Octarine Core will do. Even if you do get locked down, it's really good. But plus the cooldown reduction and stuff like that. Shivers is way better. Like even with Octarine Core like reduction and the lifesteal, you still won't live because they melt you. They absolutely melt you. Shadow Fiend was hitting Lesh for like 300 damage a hit, and Lesh had like 2k health. So Shadow Fiend would hit him like 10 times and he would die, or he'd hit him like 3 times and then Lesh has to back because he's low, right? Like it's hard to say, but I think the Shivas was way better than the extra BKB and the what do you call it? Thingamajig, Soul Booster. I think he would have done a lot better, and I think like so you think like a lot of people think like, oh, you didn't go BKB, so you're just gonna die to spells, right? You don't need that much. Storm can't pick you off because with Shivas you have a lot of armor and you already have a lot of health from Bloodstone. So when Storm zips in, if he orchids you just Yules, right? But when Storm zips in on a Leshrac, you're fine with that because Lesh is super tanky, and Storm does not do that much damage compared to like the amount of health that he has. Plus the Shiva is the plate mail, right? You have like an extra 10 then 15 armor. Leshrac could have done a lot more. He didn't snowball after he got his Bloodstone either. Like he got his Bloodstone, you saw like he had like 3 charges halfway through the game. That was a pretty big error. Yeah, so no one had perfect items. I'd say Disruptors is pretty good. Shadow Fiend ended up okay in items. I don't like the Dominator too much. I think he could have got different items. But I mean, it's fine. He should have gone to Shadowblade either. But I mean, whatever, right? Storm was okay. Actually, yeah, I think I bagged on Storm too much. His Storm's item build is actually okay, considering like he didn't need the Bloodstone because respawn wasn't an issue, considering the enemy team didn't kill him at the right times and stuff like that. But I don't know. I very rare. I almost never skip Bloodstone now. I get Bloodstone first on Storm pretty much 9 out of 10 games now, and the other game I get Orchid and I snowball out of control. Let's see. Undying, I've talked about his item build a lot in the early game. That's pretty much it. Well played the Radiant, I guess. They won the game because they took advantage of the Sniper and the Leshrac, basically. They just took advantage, and the Necro, sorry. So there's core heroes on each team. There's usually 3 core heroes, 2 supports, right? So you have the 3 core heroes, which in this game for the Dire is like what? Sniper, Leshrac, and maybe it's either Tide or Necro. It's like kind of split between them. So instead of like 3 cores, they have like 2 cores and like 2 semi-cores and Alliance support, of course. The Radiant team just took advantage of them. Like all 3 of them were susceptible to like physical damage and like so Lesh wasn't tanky enough to physical damage. Sniper was just not tanky, like just not farmed enough, and then didn't get enough health items and didn't get enough like damage items later. Like he got the crit, which is like he got enough damage items, but he doesn't have the tank ability to like use the damage ish, right? Like Deus doesn't do anything if you just get one shot, right? Lion didn't get initiation items. Like this team actually has almost no initiation. You have Tide, Blink, Ravage, but you don't want to use Ravage to initiate like that because your whole team just has to run at them. So your Ravage would actually just let your team run at them, which isn't like the best use of a Ravage. That's why you get Refresher, right? So you can do that. You blink and double Ravage. Then your team is there during the Ravage, bashing people's face in. Other than that, you have. Yeah, no, I think that's about it. So all of these items, no one had a perfect item build. Disruptors was pretty close. Storm was okay. Sorry, Wind Ranger's actually not bad. Wind Ranger's not bad. For some reason I didn't talk about him. Shadowfiend's not too bad. If Sniper and Leshrac optimized, they probably could have won this game. Yeah, that's that. I will start the 3rd replay in 10 minutes. My voice is getting really sore, like really sore. So I think I will take like a 10-minute break. And when we get back, we'll start the next replay, which is a mid Shadowfiend. Alright? Oof. Holy crap, that is sore on the throat. Alright, catch you guys later.